Hanok, Enoch, chapter 106. And after some days my son Methuselah took a wife for his son Lamech, and she became pregnant by him and bore a son. And his body was white as snow, and red as the blooming of a rose, and the hair of his head and his long locks were white as wool, and his eyes pleasant. And when he opened his eyes, he lit up the whole house like the sun, and the whole house was very bright. And after that he rose in the hands of the midwife, opened his mouth, and conversed with Yahweh of righteousness. And his father Lamech was afraid of him, and fled, and came to his father Methuselah. And he said to him, I have begotten a strange son, different from and unlike man, and resembling the sons of the Eloah, of the Shamayim. And his nature is different, and he is not like us. And his eyes are as the rays of the sun, and his face is magnificent. And it seems to me that he is not brought forth from me, but from the messengers. And I fear that in his days a wonder may be wrought on the earth. And now, my father, I am here to petition you and implore you that you may go to Enoch our father and learn from him the truth, for his dwelling place is amongst the messengers. And when Methuselah heard the words of his son, he came to me to the ends of the earth, for he had heard that I was there, and he cried aloud, and I heard his voice, and I came to him, and I said to him, See, here I am, my son, why have you come to me? And he answered and said, Because of a great cause of anxiety I have come to you, and because of a disturbing vision I have approached. And now, my father, hear me. Unto Lamech my son there has been born a son, the like of whom there is none, and his nature is not like man's nature, and the color of his body is whiter than snow, and redder than the bloom of a rose, and the hair of his head is whiter than white wool, and his eyes are like the rays of the sun. And he opened his eyes, and after that lit up the whole house. And he rose in the hands of the midwife, and opened his mouth, and berakah Yahweh of the Shamayim. And his father Lamech became afraid, and fled to me, and did not believe that he was brought forth from him, but that he was in the likeness of the messengers of the Shamayim. And see, I have come to you that you may make known to me the truth. And I, Hanok, answered and said to him, Yahweh will do a new matter on the earth, and this I have already seen in a vision, and make known to you that in the generation of my father Yared some of the messengers of the Shamayim transgressed the word of Yahweh. And see, they commit sin and transgress the law, and have united themselves with women, and commit sin with them, and have married some of them, and have brought forth children by them. And they shall produce on the earth giants, not according to the spirit, but according to the flesh. And there shall be a great punishment on the earth, and the earth shall be cleansed from all impurity. Therefore there shall come a great destruction over the whole earth, and there shall be a flood and a great destruction for 1 year. And this son who has been born unto you shall be left on the earth, and his 3 children shall be saved with him. When all mankind that are on the earth shall die, he and his son shall be saved. And now make known to your son Lamech that he who has been born is in truth his son, and call his name Noah, for he shall be left to you, and he and his son shall be saved from the destruction which shall come upon the earth, on account of all this sin, and all the unrighteousness which shall be consummated on the earth in his days. And after that there shall be still more unrighteousness than that which was first consummated on the earth. For I know the mysteries of the qadoshim, for he, Yahweh, has showed me and informed me, and I have read in the tablets of the Shamayim. Hanok, Enoch, chapter 107. And I saw written on them that generation upon generation shall transgress, till a generation of righteousness arises, and transgression is destroyed, and sin passes away from the earth, and all manner of good comes upon it. And now, my son, Go and make known to your son Lamech that this son which has been born is in truth his son, and that is no lie. And when Methuselah had heard the words of his father Hanok, for he had shown to him all matters in secret, he returned and showed to him and called the name of that son Noah, for he will comfort the earth after all the destruction. Hanok, Enoch, chapter 108. Another book which Enoch wrote for his son Methuselah and for those who will come after him and keep the law in the last days. You who have done good shall wait for those days till an end is made of those who work evil, and an end of the might of the transgressors. And wait indeed till sin has passed away, for their names shall be blotted out of the book of Chai and out of the Kodesh books, and their seed shall be destroyed forever, and their spirit shall be slain, and they shall cry and make lamentation in a place that is a wilderness of confusion, and in the fire they shall burn, for there is no earth there. And I saw there what looked like an invisible cloud, for because of its depth I could not look over, and I saw a flame of fire blazing brightly and like shining mountains circling and sweeping to and fro. And I asked one of the Kodesh messengers who was with me and said to him, What is this shining? For it is not the Shamayim, but only the flame of a blazing fire, and the voice of weeping and crying and lamentation and strong pain. And he said to me, This place which you see, here are cast the spirits of sinners and blasphemers, and of those who work wickedness, and of those who pervert all matters that Yahweh has spoken through the mouth of the Nevi'im, the matters that shall be. For some of them are written and inscribed above in the Shamayim, in order that the messengers may read them and know that which shall befall the sinners, and the spirits of the humble, and of those who have afflicted their bodies, and been recompensed by Elohim, and of those who have been put to shame by wicked men, who love Elohim, and loved neither gold nor silver nor any of the pleasures which are in the world, but gave over their bodies to torture, who, since they came into being, did not long after earthly food, but regarded all matters as a passing breath, and lived accordingly. And Yahweh tried them much, and their spirits were found pure, so that they should berakah his name. And all the berakah destined for them I have recounted in the books, and he has assigned them their recompense, because they have been found to be such as loved the Shamayim more than their life in the world, and though they were trodden under foot of wicked men, and experienced abuse and reviling from them, and were put to shame, yet they berakah me. And now I will summon the spirits of the good who belong to the generation of light, and I will transform those who were born in darkness, who in the flesh were not recompensed with such honor as their trustworthiness deserved. And I will bring forth in shining light those who have loved my Kodesh name, and I will seat each on the throne of his honor. And they shall be resplendent for generations without number, for righteousness is the judgment of Elohim. For to the trustworthy he will give trustworthiness in the dwelling of upright paths. And they shall see those who were born in darkness led into darkness, while the righteous shall be resplendent. And the sinners shall cry aloud, and see them resplendent. And they indeed will go where days and seasons are prescribed for them.